we just finished the FOMC statement. We got a change as predicted to 75%. So right now the interest rates in the US are 1.75. What does it mean for the market? Are we still falling down? Are we liquidating all the private people, all the retail trader? And what about Celsius? Because as you heard about Celsius, they are nearly close to get liquidated from the market as well. So let's check the market. In the end of the video, I will tell you my analysis and where I buying or shorting the market. Let's go.
This video was presented by PEAKDEFI, the DeFi ecosystem to grow your wealth.
So what do we see here? We see Celsius liquidation price will be around $14,000. It was around 19,000. Then they put some bitcoins into the market as well, and now they are at 14,000. So if the Bitcoin price reaches $14,000, then Celsius will get liquidated. What does it mean for the market? Let's get first to the FOMC statement. As predicted from last week, I said that we're going to see 1.75 percentage. And if we're checking the market right now as well, we don't see much movement. But let's check the market. As we see right now, the market is just coming back right now. What was it today in the market? The market went the whole time sideways, right? We didn't saw much because everyone was waiting for the FOMC statement, and now we are just continuing the down move to the downside. Why is it? Of course, interest rates are high right now. We are on the absolutely high 8.6%, which is since 40 years the highest high. So the FOMC has to do something against it. But let's check the market out real quick. I go over BTC ETH, ADA and DENT again. So what do I think where the market could go? If we holding that volatility, the market will drop into the 60 or 70,000 gap, which we have here right now. This is what I think. It might happen that we dip maybe under that low, which is this one, right? We could dip below this one, which will be around 18,000, and then could reversal. But what I don't want to see, I don't want to see a weekly close below 18,800. If we see a weekly close below that level, I think we're gonna go into that level or that level, which will be around 14,000, right? And we know there's as well the liquidation price of Celsius. We know how the market is working. Everyone wants to get the money. And if we know there is money, because we know it's open in the internet, you can read that. Everyone is reading that the liquidation price of Celsius is around that level. So we might see that level as well, maybe in a little spike, like fast down move and then moving up high. So yeah, as well on the daily chart, where I would go short is at 27,500. That's my short levels as well. We can find some shorts between 26,000 and 26,000 on BTC. I will come back to BTC in the end, where exactly my entries are. Then we have ETH, and on ETH as well, if we're coming back to the weekly chart, I think the big level will be in that area, which will be around 700 to 800. Let's say we can say as well 900, from 720 to 900. That's the levels where the market could reverse. I will not show you any trend line or something else. This doesn't working. If big players are still in the market from that candle on, and they didn't predict that high of ADA, then they should buy back here. Right? That's why the zones are here. And that's why I think if the market is coming here and we don't get a close below that level, then the market could reverse. So we could fall down another $300 on ETH. And let's check the daily chart. We see nothing else on the daily chart, just above that. These are interesting levels for shorting. So around 1,700, 1,500, the market could fall again if the market is coming up. That's my levels where I would short the market. Let's go to ADA. ADA, I don't know why. We have a little bug in this thing. Like if I close a position, I cannot close it. There's all times an open position. I don't know why. Look at that. I don't know what that is. Yeah, there might be a little bug. And it's all times following the price. So let's go into the weekly again. As you see, I have my eyes here. I still think that we're gonna see that level, right? 0.38, which will be really interesting. Down below, we don't have really liquidation there. Maybe that lows could be get, which will be around 0.27. But again, I would wait what's coming up after the FOMC. I still think that the market will fall, will be bearish, because just the fundamental part is not nice, and as well that we have some open gaps below that, and not just gaps. These are liquidity voids, right? This big candle. Normally it just have to hold resistance, as we saw here. It hold it. If we're holding that overall and not closing below it, we can already going up. It doesn't have to go lower. We don't have to make a new lower low. So if we're checking the daily chart, right, it just looks like it, that we want to make a new lower low, right? We just close this one, then we have a double low there where SSL will be. And then the market could go here, which will be interesting. I don't want to see it close below that level. And now let's go into DENT. DENT is interesting because, first of all, let's go into this one. Where do I see the DENT to the downside? No places to go. I cannot draw something in here. There's nothing. Weekly the same, but what is interesting on the daily? Let's go on the H4. I think on the H4 we can see that better. Okay, on the H4 we have a trend line, and again, I don't shorting the trend line, but a trend line is all times because the retail traders are doing that. The retail traders are trying to short the market, but obviously if we have a trend line, we have buy side liquidity on the upside. So the market could take it, and then we could reverse to the highs and taking out that buy side liquidity, which will get us again to that value where we want to short the market. Right? If we're seeing this one, here is where we could short the market again. Obviously, I wanted to have the market a little bit further down. If we're drawing that red box again, then we see we are in our premium level. This is fine. This is where we want to short the market. So for the conclusion, what is for BTC? BTC, is it fine for the HODL portfolio? Yes, you can buy it on the HODL portfolio. Where do we see this one? I will open another chart for you that you can see something as well as a little tip from my side. These are the biggest Bitcoin addresses, and you can just check them if they're buying some BTC. As you see here, this person just bought today some BTCs, which is the third biggest blockchain address from BTC. And we see he bought 488 BTCs just today. Right? This is a good address to checking where the market could go. And yeah, and for shorting the market, I would wait. And as well, when do we see that the market is reversing? The market is reversing when this fair value gap is holding. So if you don't see a close below that level, then this one is holding and we can see an up move, right? Then the market is changing and we could go back to a bull market. But for a bull market, obviously, there needs to be a lot more. Like my EMAs here, my cloud needs to change. So yeah. Checking that level, wait for a close below that level, then the market could further down. If the market is coming back to 27,000, then we get some shorts into the market. ETH, the same. You can check it here again. If you check it here, checking Ethereum. And where is it? Okay, I cannot see that. I can just see it for BTC. But for Ether, I guess we coming lower, and as well I use this indicator, which is it it shows me the price of alt perp, right? And I just see if we're making a divergence. Right now it looks all fine, so market is going normally. And if the market is going down here, then we could see a reversal as well. So could we buy something for the hodl portfolio? I would wait until we make a new lower low, because I think we make a new lower low, and then just do it in portions, right? Put 20% of the free value money you have right now, another 20 here, so just wait a little bit. And then when the market is coming up and we are in a bull market, and obviously I will tell you that here on the YouTube channel, then you can buy back again. Then ADA as well. I mean, ADA was holding really good, I have to say. But I still think that we're gonna see a new low and as well a new low. But this fair value gap might get holding, right? It get not a, don't think that we're gonna get it close. That's why we have an eye here. And if we're coming to that level, we can buy something back, right? And yeah, for shorts, you see I had a short position here. Oops, I shorted one here. I will show you another short position after that in dot I made. You see that here, we're holding it. Yeah, so new lower lows above here, we can short again. So as well, it looks more bearish to 0.38. Then into DENT. DENT I see as well, you see here equal lows, this one, so I guess we will make a new low, easy like that. We have more gaps to the upside, no gaps to the downside, so it's hard to predict where the market could go. If the other market's going up, then obviously DENT will go up as well. Now I will show you a trade I made yesterday, and you will see I will do again every time the same. So first of all, when you're checking this one, I give you a moment. Where did I short the market? Yes, when we outside of my cloud. Okay, and where did I do that? Easy peasy. I think I didn't draw that in because I just changed my charts. But as I said, I will see that again. What do we have here? Gap was holding. If we're checking it. Okay, that was not the short. Here we go. That was my first short over there. Okay, I think it was the 1 minute chart, yeah. Okay, here we go. I just found it. So what do we have here? Again, fair value gap. I was a bit late, but I mean my was still good. I had one more here, which was perfect. And I took some partials. And maybe I had one more day before. Oops. I don't find it. Okay. So we have some here where I took all my partials, and we have one here and I took my partials. Yeah. These were all my trades, but maybe I forgot one. There might be one, but because if I checking, oh yeah, this was dot. You see that below me. This was dot, and this was dot as well. This was ETH and this was dot. Okay. Okay. And I think then these are the trades I made. Okay. So in that case, trade safe again. We still seeing the market more bearish to the downside. Checking my zones again. Just replay the video. Checking the zones where the market could reverse. And by that, I just hope happy trading. Stay safe with your stops and good luck. Bye.